When it comes to your mat leave, you've probably planned everything. You've got like some sort of fancy notebook where you've written down all your to-dos. You've got the onesies laid out for baby, and you might even have your play dates scheduled for after baby is born. But you're missing something, and I'm gonna bet that you have not done this. My name's Shauna Cole, and this is Career Interrupted. Mat leave can be a magical, weird time. I remember being so excited and so busy throughout my mat leave. I had everything planned to take full advantage of really enjoying time home with baby. I had play dates, those trips to the mall where you walk around with the baby stroller. I had activities planned with baby. We would go swimming. There was like endless stuff to do. And throughout my mat leave, I was really busy because in addition to all the work of keeping up with a newborn, there was fun and activities and it was like borderline magical. It was borderline magical stuff. But this kept happening to me throughout my mat leave. Every once in a while, I would get this pit in my stomach and complete panic over what is this doing to my career. So I took a 12-month mat leave, and randomly throughout my time away from work, I would just have these moments where I would say, am I destroying my professional career by taking this time off from work to be home with baby? I remember things that would make it even worse, like going out and running into someone at a coffee shop and them saying, oh, and there's all these changes going on at the office and this person got promoted and this is all so different. It would reignite my anxiety and make it go next level. So the approach I took throughout my mat leave was to kind of suppress it and tell myself, you're being silly, just stay home and enjoy time with baby. Everything is going to be fine. This was not good advice for myself. It was not good advice for myself. And if I could go back in time, I would have done a few key things differently when it comes to managing my professional career through mat leave. I'm going to walk you through 3 really easy things you can do to protect and manage your own professional career while you're on maternity leave. I worked really hard like you did and went to school. I earned a master's degree. I got some professional designations in human resources, and I worked my butt off, quite frankly, to climb the corporate ladder. Yet I ignored all of my own instincts while I was home on mat leave. Don't do this. It's a bad idea all around. But check out these 3 things that are so easy to do, and you can start right now. Today, unless you just had the baby like yesterday, at which point I recommend you wait a little bit. Stay connected to the right person. It's really important to stay connected in some way to your professional career. If you're on a lengthy mat leave in Canada, this is especially true. Side note, it is no way legally required that you connect with your employer. Your employer cannot require you to participate in meetings or any of those things. What I'm saying is if you're a keen, ambitious, high potential, hardworking professional who's got some concerns about her career while on mat leave, you need to stay in touch with the right person. This does so many positive things. So instead of going to the coffee shop and getting an update from someone that you randomly run into, which is basically kind of some halfway update, lacking information, not from any sort of official source, you could actually insert yourself into the communication cascade or however that information comes out for the company by working with someone like your manager to stay on an email list or to request some sort of check-in period. Now, there's really no right or wrong when it comes to defining what this can look like for you. I think that it's pretty unlikely that you're going to be interested in staying connected to your employer like the first weeks post baby. So for sure, put a period of time between having baby, getting your act together, and connecting with your employer. But I think it's something that you need to plan for later on in your mat leave, particularly if you're taking a 12 or an 18-month leave. Stay connected to the right person. And the right person is someone who has some sort of degree of power, influence, and control over you and your career. Ideally, it's your manager, and you stay connected with this person throughout your leave so that you remain top of mind, so you remain informed of company updates. This could be something as simple as a monthly phone call. It could be meeting up for coffee. It could be hopping on a team Zoom a couple of times throughout your mat leave. At the end of the day, it has to be like 100% fit for you. It has to work for you, your new lifestyle home with baby, and it has to feel right. It has to bring value. I think that it's an easy to do to keep you top of mind throughout a lengthy mat leave. If you can't stand your manager, which is entirely possible, consider reaching out to someone who would be like a peer to them in the organization and stay connected with that person. They could perhaps act as a mentor throughout your transition to mat leave and then your transition back to work from mat leave. Create a plan for your employer. I know one thing that often crossed my mind while on mat leave was, did I do enough? And is the person or the people who are taking over my work going like, oh my gosh, she didn't do this, or this is missing? Like, are they trash talking me and my reputation? It's a real fear that I think women going on mat leave have, and we do our best to pull it all together and be organized. But at the end of the day, we often can still have this like pit of anxiety over what that replacement or replacements or however the work is dispersed, whatever the people who pick up that work are saying about us. One way that we can help to overcome this is by creating a really tangible plan for our employer, and by having an open communication with our manager about that plan. So a plan is as simple as writing down all the work activities that you're responsible for in a single document, and that's sort of column 1. And in column 2, you're going to list important updates and any sort of deadlines or things that are outstanding. You're basically going to capture your complete job. Daunting, I know, but hopefully you've got 9 months to do it. You're basically going to capture your entire job in a spreadsheet and then meet with your manager regularly to review it. So worst case scenario, you get some sort of hoo-ha in there who's talking trash about what you did or didn't do before you went on leave. You've done your best and you've done all you can do to mitigate that with your immediate supervisor. And hopefully this is going to protect your professional career, because your boss can go back and say, well, we met and we went through these specific deadlines and everything is covered. So by having a tangible plan, you can help to eliminate any reputational damage that could potentially happen while on mat leave. Hey, people might still talk trash. It's just is what it is. But at the end of the day, at least you have done what you can do to positively affect the situation. Listen to what the pit in your stomach is telling you. Throughout my mat leave, I had this reoccurring stress, anxiety feeling, and I kept ignoring it. I kept ignoring it, saying, enjoy time home with baby. It's not that important right now. Well, the fact that I was feeling this anxiety, well, that was an indication that, yeah, my career probably was still important to manage. Often when we're feeling anxiety like that, it's as a result of inaction. So it means we should be doing something and we're not. So that anxiety was telling me I should have been doing something to protect and manage my professional career while on mat leave, and I wasn't. So if you can take one thing away from this video, I hope it is that you need to trust yourself. If your instinct is telling you something is off or wrong, or you could have or you should have done something, it's probably right. So absolutely, at every single point of your transition to and from mat leave, is if there's something that is feeling off, lean into that, explore that, and by all means, take action if that is necessary. I shouldn't have ignored how I was feeling. I should have done something differently. But hey, that's what brought me here to you to share this knowledge and my learning. So it's all good, right? I mean, my career in the corporate world did end right after my mat leave, not to be a total downer. Anyways, your career does not have to end because of a lengthy mat leave. By taking these simple steps and being attentive and aware of your professional career, no matter what is going on in your personal life, no matter what is legally required, is going to set you up for continued professional success. If you found this video helpful, please go ahead and subscribe, and remember to make change work.